Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now Hurts. Has him on a quick hitter. And he'll go take him down after advancing this to the 37. They get 6 and a first down as well.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts yet again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So 2nd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Short side option here. He's running left. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And go and play action. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Krosky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
39-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Slot receivers headed left. Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that takes them to 3rd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Read option on 1st down. He's going to keep it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send Samuel Wright. From the gun, a run for Krosky-Merritt. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. They're in long for him here. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shipley now to return. Escapes a defender. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. 40! Keeps it moving. A.J. Brown! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Commanders 7.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Steps up and he's running with it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. They'll run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Washington
Danger,
Commanders.
Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll motion the slot man right. They give here to the motion man. And they get this down to the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
15 more yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He finds Brown right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Giving this to Krosky Merritt. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Third down from the gun. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 14, Eagles 10.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tank Bigsby here with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They go to Barkley again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Hurts now from the gun. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. It's a game.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 14-10 our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, they need 7. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Working inside the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
17. Commanders 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
The score, Commanders 21, Eagles 17. Moody.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
We've set it downs from 37. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts setting up to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mariota. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Here's Mariota now. Drops this one off to Krosky Barrett. Now this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring on 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
1st down, Philadelphia.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Back to throw, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, Man, is it difficult on the defense. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A pickup of 17. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
24. Commanders 21.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Mariota to throw. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Krosky Merritt on first down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he comes through big here. 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He's sending out wide to Samuel. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second-quarter lead. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 28, Eagles 24. Jake Moody
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shipley now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Hurts on first down. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Hurts now from the gun. Finds the in route, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll come up on first and 10. And again, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is second and 4. Hurts yet again. Finds Barkley underneath. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on third down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Elliott connects there, and that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Eagles do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. And go inside give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
A gain of 17 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Mariota. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Mariota. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play fake with Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going going to get this one to the 36-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Play made by Deron Payne.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long for him here. And the Commanders' rush brings him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on an option to the right. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, you really see the QB evolve into a runner as soon as that open space came into view. Once he kept the ball and gets beyond the line of scrimmage, that athleticism took over, and he pulls away to rip off some chunk yards.
Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. 2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Mariota. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here's Mariota now. Jump off caught by his back. And he'll get this forward to about the 28. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Complete over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They send a receiver in motion right. They give here to the motion man. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead to 7. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8.
Commanders 35, Eagles 27.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Bigsby with the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
We've set it downs from 37. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down throwing for Hurts. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Escapes the defender. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
18 more yards.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Play action. Hurts has it. Oh, this big guy is moving. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this two-point play.
The Eagles will
Flying forward on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
the score.
Well, Brock, I love the creativity, trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but I'm sure some people seeing that call going to say, just give it to your back and keep it simple.
Like give it to Marshawn in the Super Bowl simple?
I mean, maybe. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, maybe. We're down to a two-point difference as they send the kick away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing is Mariota. He's got Jalen Lane. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to throw, Mariota. Completed left side to Samuel. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the 42. Krosky Merritt on his own read. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Commanders who hold the lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry this through the end. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Mariota. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push this to an 8-point game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Commanders 42, Eagles 33.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shipley now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's got some air under this one, deep. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football back at the 19-yard line. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First down, play action. Caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
He's almost there, but no, they stopped him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Everybody loves power football. Right down here, put the game in a phone booth, they like to say. And we've seen it work so many times with the power run. But it can backfire when the defense wins right at the line of scrimmage.
Jake Moody to kick
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Bigsby with the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to work after throwing the pin. Completed left side to Smith. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Hurts looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the misses. Caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They go to him again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score. Commanders 48, Eagles 40.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. And give it to Krosky Merritt. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
So 1st down from the 41. They're going to run again here with Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Washington 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Running once again with Krosky Merritt. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 from the 32. Giving this to Krosky-Merritt. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Washington first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Line up the design keeper. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Moody knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Jake Moody
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Bigsby with the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Hurts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And an Eagle first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
It's Hurts once again. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, here's Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hurts yet again. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one's complete, right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover.
First down.
Eagles trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Two-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
Commanders 51, Eagles 48.
Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could elect to just take the safety here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 46. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Back to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Intended for Jahan Dotson. Incomplete. He was defended by Frankie Luvu.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. A lot of space ahead. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Commanders 51. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all
for
set for the
Philadelphia.
kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Samuel on the return.
The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Setting up to pass. And it's going to be dropped off for Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Officials signaling timeouts. We've got whistles. Time left for 1 snap. And while we all know the odds are low, it's not impossible that they find a way to score. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, Mariota. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.